Good evening, everyone. Jesus said to his disciples, "In those days after that tribulation, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will be falling from the sky, and the powers in the heavens will be shaken." Mark 13:24-25. The tribulation of which our Lord speaks refers to a great persecution of the church and of those with faith. Regarding this tribulation, the Catechism of the Catholic Church states, "Before Christ's second coming, the Church must pass through a final trial that will shake the faith of many believers. The persecution that accompanies her pilgrimage on earth will unveil the mystery of iniquity in the form of a religious deception offering men an apparent solution to their problems at the price of apostasy from the truth." Is this final trial happening today? Though it is impossible to apply Jesus' prophecy and the Catechism's teaching to one specific moment in time, the fact remains that this trial and tribulation will take place. That is for certain. But how and when it will take place, we do not know. It might be that it already has taken place or that it is taking place right now. Only God can properly interpret those prophetic words. With that said, this final trial and mystery of iniquity does take place in all of our lives in various ways. When we devote ourselves to the love and service of God, we can be certain that our faith will be tested and that persecution will be experienced in one way or another. Knowing this, however, should not frighten us. On the contrary, it was spoken by our Lord to prepare us and to help us endure whatever trials we experience in life. Jesus' words must instill hope within us when we endure the suffering caused by evil. Jesus also said that when we see persecutions, trials, and tribulation, we must know that He is near, at the gates. In other words, the greater the suffering one endures for their faith, the more present God is. He is here at the gate of your heart, waiting for you to run to Him in trust and hope. Reflect today upon Jesus' prophecy that the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will be falling from the sky, and the powers in the heavens will be shaken. As you do, know that these are words spoken not only to the church as a whole, but also to you. Jesus wants you to know that any suffering and tribulation that you endure, every darkening of the sun, or any way that you feel shaken, are opportunities for you to turn to God in trust. Invite our Lord into these experiences and know that they are signs of His closeness to help purify you and prepare you for the glorious day of His return. And God bless you.
Brothers and sisters, we are now on the 23rd Sunday in Ordinary Time. And this Sunday, we'll be reflecting on the parousia, on the end times. As we try to see the liturgical calendar, next week will be the celebration of Christ the King. The Lord is the King of the universe. He is the Alpha and the Omega. the beginning and the end. Thus, this is the second Sunday before we'll begin a new season of Advent, season of waiting, season of anticipating the coming of the Lord in our midst. What is very prominent, brothers and sisters, in this Sunday is the aspect of the end of the world. The signs pointing out the end of the world is imminent. The presence of violence, killings, poverty, threats, intimidations, climate change, and just recently is COVID-19 pandemics. The world is experiencing these days an experience of sometimes apparent hopelessness. We could hardly plan for what is ahead of us. We could hardly see what is beyond us, considering that everything is dependent on what is unfolding before our eyes, before our visions, and before our horizons. The effect of the present pandemics has gone beyond our imagination. People are apparently hopeless. People in despair. People lost the sense of direction, the sense of hope, the sense of meaning. And in the midst of this experience, the resistance, we have the words of the Lord in the Gospel of God. The word of the Lord is alive and active. It gives us a sense of hope, a sense of meaning, a sense of direction, a sense of foretaste for the coming of His kingdom in our midst. We have a very famous studies from the Bible telling us the Lord has come indeed, but not yet. Meaning to say, the revelation of the Lord, the unfolding of God's revelation is already right here in our midst. But the fulfillment, the very reality of this, everything to be fulfilled is still unfolding, is still to be discovered, is still to be seen from the eyes of the person who believes. Or if you realize, brothers and sisters, many people will gather opinions, particular dates, particular time, a particular place where the Lord will surely come in His second coming. And let you know from the Gospel today, even the angels or the Son of God, they don't know when the second coming of the Lord will be with us. It's only the Son of the Father who knows when the Son of Man is coming for a second coming. Now when we speak of coming, we speak of imminent coming, the second judgment, we have to speak always of revelation, vigilance, for indeed the Lord will come like a thief in the night. So what could be a clarion call for us, but it's just in this 33rd Sunday, in ordinary time, will be to prepare our hearts, to prepare ourselves, to prepare our very being, so much will the Lord will come in our midst. We will not be caught off guard. We will not be caught flat-footed, but nonetheless vigilant and prepared for the coming of the Lord. The Lord's coming might be misinterpreted in terms of terrible signs, wonders, cosmic changes, natural calamities. But remember, brothers and sisters, the coming of the Lord in our midst happens to be a very simple, unassuming, humble unfolding of events in our lives as Christians. We experience forgiveness from those who wrong us. When we feel better because somebody helps us or in his relentless, then we experience the fullness of the love of God in our midst. When we are humble enough to accept our infidelities, to accept our unpredictabilities, to accept our pride, our necessity of connecting with the Lord, then the experience with the Lord is filled with experience with us.